welcome back to my channel. So I just watched X-Men Dark Phoenix and I thought it was really good. So of course everyone has just been like talking a lot about it, how it was bad or it wasn't good, and the story and the pacing and whatever, and just people just didn't like it in general. Going into that, I had that in mind, but also these past couple of days I have been watching the entire X-Men films, just the reboots though. So I watched First Class, I watched Days of Future Past, then I watched Apocalypse. I watched those three to prepare for the next X-Men film. And obviously, if you have seen the X-Men films, you know that Fox, 20th Century Fox and Marvel have had this same formula throughout those films. And going into Dark Phoenix, I had that in mind. And when I did, once the movie was over, I was like, wait, this was actually good. Like, I didn't understand what other people actually liked from it. I don't know, I was like, I thought it was good. I don't know why people thought this was bad. But then I realized, you know, Endgame just came out. Marvel finished their whole Infinity Saga or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, of course. And then also, this is 20th Century Fox, probably last X-Men film other than New Mutants. So people were like, oh, this is going to be great, this is going to be amazing, and you know, Dark Phoenix is a comic book storyline that fans love, and you know, everybody just had those expectations. They're like, okay, this has to be perfect. So once they had that in their head, they came out and they were like, oh, this isn't a good film. And that's the problem, is that many people have their expectations too high, and I've been saying this for so many films. Like, I've said this about Age of Ultron, I've said this just like about every single big blockbusters, that these people, they have too much expectations for either the original or what came before, and it's like, you have to stop doing that. Stop putting your expectations so high. And that's what I did. I just followed the formula that the other X-Men films did, and I thought it was great. Obviously it's not as it's not on the level as Days of Future Past, but it is way 100% better than Apocalypse. I thought it was good. I had fun. Like, the whole, I was engaged. I was never like not into it. I was always just wondering what would happen next with Jean Grey and the X-Men and the team, because the whole team was like scattered and like everyone was like fighting everyone physically or mentally or whatever. But yeah, I thought it was great. I had fun, and yeah, so that's how I feel about it. And also, like, that's just my general like view on it, but also I've written down a couple things about this because this is important to me, this movie. So I'm just gonna talk about technical things. Like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is really good. So the sound, like, at first, like, the sound was really great. Like, whoever did sound design and sound editing and whatever, just all of that to do with sound, that was great. I loved it. I don't know if it was because I was supposed to be working on a short film on the sound design team. I had to study a lot of sound, and since then, sound is like the one thing that just goes through my head, like, at all times. Like, I'm like, sound, 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 sound when I watch movies now. I don't know if that was it, but I thought the sound was great. It was amazing. I don't know if it was also because of the cinema I was in, the room or whatever, but that was amazing. And then also, the other thing I thought that was amazing was the score. So like, throughout like the movie, I was like, oh wow, like, this score is amazing. I was like, I wonder who did it. And I was sitting through the credits, because I always sit through the credits when I watch a movie, just, you know, to respect everyone that made the film, because that's my thing. And Hans Zimmer composed it. I was like, wait, he did it, and I just thought it was great. Like, it just sounded amazing. Like, they captured the whole Dark Phoenix thing and the whole like aura of the film. It was great, amazing. Okay, sorry about that. You're gonna like see lighting is different now. As I was saying, so the visual effects. So obviously, like with Marvel, I don't really have high expectations for visual effects looking that great. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just, it had to be said, and I'm gonna say it. But with Dark Phoenix, like, the visual effects were really good, especially when Kurt Wagner, when he was like teleporting, like, that was a really good visual effect. And then also when Hank would turn into Beast, they did that like visual effects, like from him switching from human form to beast form. And then with acting, so Sophie Turner did amazing as Jean Grey and channeling like the Dark Phoenix and stuff. Like, she was really good. She was really good with what she got. We have Michael Fassbender, who's been like the champ the whole freaking X-Men films. Like, he's really good. I think he gave like an amazing performance in Apocalypse. He's just been so great, and obviously he just wasn't gonna do amazing in this one, and he did, channeling all of the things that his character goes through in this film. And so I want to mention Ty Sheridan. He did amazing as Scott. First, you know, being in love with Jean and everything, but then also, like, obviously he has those glasses, and obviously it's like a restraint for us and probably for him acting. James McAvoy did amazing with what he got. Dealing with Jean Grey and just like him being the professor, the highest person in like the X-Men and stuff, and it was great. McAvoy did good with what he did. And then the story was great. So obviously, like, there's a restriction. I think the movie was 157, like an hour and 57 minutes, and obviously they can't fit a whole comic book storyline in an hour and 57 minutes, so they had to like pick and choose what was in, and I thought it was good. It was a good story. It helps when you see the other X-Men films, because you already have like this connection with the characters, and I thought that helped more when I binge watched like all four movies, just because I like had that connection, and because I was rooting for these characters, and I was like, come on, like, Jean, you need to fight this and all that stuff. And then, you know, seeing her fall to the dark side, her friends just trying to go after her and stuff, it was good to see. The villain was okay. I mean, I like Jessica Chastain, but I mean, she didn't have much to do, and I don't think like the villains were like a huge threat until we reached the third act of the film, and then you're like, oh whoa. And like when that moment happened, I was like, oh god, I hope like no one else dies, because it was just crazy to see. And yeah, other than that, I just thought it was a good film because I've seen these films and I have like this emotional connection to the characters, and that's important. And also, I didn't have my expectations too high. I knew what I was gonna see going in. I expected one thing when I went in, and that's what I got. And I feel like that's the problem for most people, is that they just have like these expectations, and like they want something grand, but it's like that's not what you're gonna get. You've seen these films before. You should know what you're getting when you go in, and that's how I felt, and that's why I liked it a lot. But yeah, if you've seen it, please tell me, did you like it? And if you didn't, why? Let's talk about it. Why not? This is what this is for. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. I'm sorry if it's just messily edited. It's just, I'm recording through a lot of things right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.